Good morning. My name is Thomas Warden. This is the Morning Motivation. These are entrepreneurs from across the world that have come together collectively to bring their energies this morning to share their time in this time-space reality with you right here and now. We're going to bring this energy, and many people that are catching this live that's going out on all the streams everywhere, we want to thank you for coming in this morning and spending your time with us to give us a little bit of moment to open up your heart and your mind to be able to receive the information of words that might be brought out today. We are talking about things and experiences throughout our life, the knowledges and the tips and tricks that we have learned to shift our lives and our energies into a whole new direction of life, to bring ourselves better in tune with the universe, better in tune with our spiritual side, better in tune with our God side, better in tune with that particle that you was born with called source energy. And that guidance system that you have within you to bring you to the places that make you happy on a day-to-day basis. And every day we come in here and we ask everybody, yes, before the meeting even gets kicked off, we ask everybody, did you get up and say, I love you to yourself? Did you get up and say thank you for what you have in this life today? This is how we kickstart our day every day. Why? Because it brings a good energy. It lets the universe know that we are ready to be able to receive everything that's coming to us today. The words, the love, the friendship, the abundance, as we call it, because it is not just about the monetary funds. Not anymore. Life is about a big energy ball, a big frequency level. We talk about frequencies all the time and how we have gotten ourselves up to a different flying disc level, as we call it, as Abraham Hicks calls it. You get on a high flying disc. I listen to them a lot. Why? Because the energies that they bring to me and the knowledge that they bring to me, letting me know that I have a power within, so let it shine. Go out there, and if you have a talent, if you have something that you can bring to the table, and you have an idea, a creativity moment, now go for it. So a lot of people, say they want to do something in life and they get right to the edge. I've got an idea, I've got this, but yet they stop. Why? Because they don't have the rest of the knowledge to truly go to that next step. So what do you need to do once you get to that stopping point of, I've got the idea, I've got the service, I know what to do, but I don't know how to get to that next step. I don't have the monetary funds. Well, what do you need to do? You need to talk to somebody who can help you and assist, get the monetary funds. If it is a patent you want to work on, then what do? You get with a patent officer and you talk to them and you get guidance and mentorship and find out how to get a patent. If you want to get something copyrighted, the same thing. Go to a copywriter, figure out how you need to get things copyrighted. So now you moved your knowledge to the next level. And then if you want to create a business, then what do? Okay, I want to build an online business, but I don't know how. Then find an online mentor that has already accomplished. Follow them, listen to them, and guide yourself in the direction and pay attention to what they're telling you and do it. And then now you can actually start implementing what they're telling you, what they're teaching you, what they're guiding you towards. Does it cost sometimes for mentors? Yes. Does it cost sometimes for training? Yes. But it's the same thing as if you go to a corporation and they send you to a CPR class. Does that cost that corporation? Yes. Did it come out of your pocket? No. The corporation paid for it. But if you're working for yourself, it is a cost that you're investing within you. So if you have a CPR class and that you took that and the corporation is not going to pay for it anymore, but yet you like help saving lives and like have the knowledge that you have the ability and the certification to be able to assist if ever needed. But yet if you don't have that certification, you better not touch that person. Let's put it that way. Find that out in court. Even if you do know. So, because everybody is so happy because they want something for free. So not everybody is looking to truly invest in themselves. They're always wanting something for free. You have to show them the value in what you have, whatever service it is, whatever package of product that you have. It doesn't matter. You've got to show them a value in what they can gain from that and how it is going to benefit them before they actually start listening. Because everybody is stuck on the bling bling and how much can I make. That's what they want with it. They want the bling bling. What can I have now and how much money can I make now? Not everybody is looking to invest and take time like we're putting into this right here, what we do every day, 365 days to make sure everybody is coming in to get a better understanding that there is all areas that we have to work on to get a better flow of life. Because there was many times that there was many areas that I was very lacked in my wheel, and I had some bad rotations in my life wheel, and it just wasn't going right. And I was in the blaming mode of everybody else. But when I finally found, look, it's me. quit blaming. It's not nobody else's fault. I did that. It was my thought process. It was my energies that did that action to got me here. So now when I finally started, hey, you know what? I'm the only one that's going to get me where I need to go. And how am I going to do it? I've got to start learning something different. I've got to start listening to somebody different. This crowd that I'm hanging around, they're not beneficial. They're not inspiring me. They're not bringing me up in my life. They're not, you know, and I'm not talking there. When I say help, I'm not saying that they're giving me what I need to monetary wise to live my life. No. When I say help, we talk about book knowledge that we give you, video knowledge that we give you, time frame that we get on a Zoom meeting, and we break different things down in your life of truly of what's going on and then how you can shift it. Because I want to see where you're wanting to go, not where you've been. Not what, you know, you've been through crap just like everybody else. You've walked many miles in crap knee deep and snow knee deep, whatever it is, up the hill twice. So now you're here. So now I want to see where you wanting to go, where you wanting to bring your life. You know, Shannon had a vision when she got in, and she said she didn't want to be at Walmart accounting anymore. She wanted to be able to have her own business and live her own life. So what has she done? She has moved her energy to do the trainings, to do everything she needed and followed through. And then she was able to leave Walmart, just like myself. I wanted to leave the construction industry because of my physical side, you know, so that's what I did. I moved my energies. So now Shannon is wanting to have a house. She's in New York. She wants to move to the Smoky Mountains with her, you know, by her family, closer to home or whatever. So her loved ones. So what has she been doing? She has been thinking the process of the home that she wants. And it's funny to hear the story that she keeps telling here of, you know, her mom and dad keep sending her pictures and videos of homes and of this, that, and the other. And that's not what I see. It's not what I see. And then so when I asked her the other day, do you know what you want? And she said, hell yeah. She picked up the paper and she had the design of the house. So she has given great focus and great energy to what she wants. So what is going to come to her when we're able to all watch this and see the pictures and videos here soon, when it all manifests? And then everybody says, well, how was she able to do that? She gave focus. She gave love. She gave her energy to ball it up and say, you know what? This is what I want right here. Give this to me, universe. And when you can lay it out and they don't have to start guessing of what you truly want, they bring it to you. So enjoy the life of the journey. And sometimes there might be things in life that are people in your life, even family, that you don't want to be around. And there's sometimes family reunions come up and you don't want to be around some of the family. So you make an excuse and you back out of a dinner date that was, you know, could have been tonight. That would have been with, you know, quite a few of my family members, but quite a few of them I don't want to be with. So me and Julio, and we all talked earlier, and y'all got to hear this, and we'll let the recorded people hear this, is so we shifted the thought process. I made the excuse to say, no, we're not coming. It's a 3-hour drive and we're not going to go there and then come back tomorrow as well. And then my sister called me, and my sister has done a lot for me in life. And I told her no. And so that was 2 no's that I gave out. And then when I came home and was telling Carol about it, I was laughing because, you know, my sister's got to go deal with them. And then I'm going to be here living my life because that's what I wanted. You know, it's like, I'm going to be in my backyard watching the sunset, enjoying the evening. I ain't got to worry about it. I'm going to have a good time. But anyway, Carol stepped in and she said, no, you need to go support your sister that has done so much for you in life. So I called her back. So we're going. So I had to start giving it a different thought process, thinking of, you know, this is going to be a good time. I am going to have good conversations, you know, and then we get in here this morning, and then this is what the team said. That is what Julio said. No, brother, you're going to have a good time. Even though I kind of threw it down this morning, but yet I did already go to bed last night, giving it the good thought process, getting my clothes packed this morning, saying we're going to have fun, going with good energy. I'll be able to see my mom as well this weekend. So, you know, that's a win-win for me. And then also I called my son, and he's going to drive up and come meet us tonight and stay the weekend with us. So it's going to be a full round, good energy weekend. And so you have to give, even there's things that you do not like to do in life. Sometimes if you give a different perspective, a different thought, and then of a better outcome, like we talk about in here all the time, of like Julio talked about, the red lights being in a perfect flow, being able to go and have a good day at work and a good energy of whatever you're doing. And then you get back home and you can lounge up in your chair and then have your nice cold toddy and then be able to enjoy life even more. So flow with life, with good energy, with good expectancy in everything. No matter what, there's always a solution to whatever somebody says is a problem. And then give it a good outlook in the process of the solution. What is going to make me happy in the outcome of this thing that we're trying to have a solution for? So in here, that's what we talk about every day. What are you giving a better energy to that could have been a bad situation? Just like Brother JJ yesterday, we talked before he went to go get his truck and to go get his, to go talk to the guy if he could. So we talked for a little bit, and then before he left out, I said, just give it a good energy on the way and say, you know what? Give me the words that I need of good energy to be able to speak to the people, to be able to get what I need. The truck is what it is, and you'll take care of that problem when it gets home. So, and then we'll let him speak here in a minute, or actually right now. Brother JJ, how was the difference before, if you would have went, before you started coming to Morning Motivation? How would you have been then on the reaction to everything, to that truck and that person versus now?
It would have been a lot different. It would have looked like my hair. You know, it's just amazing how much of a difference this place has made in my life and the way I handle things, the way I think about things. You know, just exactly like what you were just talking about. It's like the last time I had to do that the beginning of that job from hell, as I call it. You know, at the very beginning of that, I remember I was just so dreadful of going to that and doing that because you know, and, you know, you guys helped me shift my thought process. And it's amazing how smoothly that all went. You know, the whole thing, every bit of it, I knew what I was having to go through, having to do all this free labor and put all this money out of my pocket. And, you know, lose literally thousands of dollars on a job and whatever, big deal, you know. It was, and you know, then it turns around. I got, you know, I go do another tile job because I get lassoed into it, and heck, that ends up being just smooth sailing. And not only did I make a nice chunk of money, but I got another member into the Kong family, and so, you know, I mean, it just. I don't know. My thought process on it is that this place has changed my life drastically. That's why I'm so excited to have the live back, because over here on my Facebook page, there's a bunch of people in here. You know, my old junior high friend, Rick Bodley's in here. Haven't seen him in forever. Rick, you need to give me a buzz, dude. Let's hook up. Let's go have lunch. But anyway, yeah, it's totally different the way I handle situations now, and you know, I try to tell people to get in here all the time and tell them how good it is for them and what they really should do. You know, if they're struggling, they need to be in here. If you're struggling, that's all the more reason why you need to be in a place like this every morning, because it, you know, back before this place, Thomas, if you would go back in time before I started coming in here and look at my Facebook wall and look at the things I was posting, you'd find nothing but politics and nonsense and just negativity and, you know, posting all the time about crap that I can't do anything about, that's just doing nothing but drain me. And, you know, I haven't, if I post anything about politics anymore, it's something funny usually, you know, and, you know, once in a great while, I'll post something serious, but, you know, it's just, there's nothing to that anymore. It's not, you know, it's not something that's wise. And, you know, you've taught me, everybody in here has taught me the difference in having a positive attitude, you know. I mean, I get up every morning and my hair looks like this, and I start laughing at myself in the mirror. You know, it's just like, yeah, I get this standard up. Yeah, Julio's going to be jealous this morning. Anyway, I love you so much. Thank you for everything.
Yes. So, I mean, that's what we have done, you know, from the beginning. It's just open up a community that there is no judgment. None of us are here to judge people in this world. I'm here to just walk this earth and enjoy the journey, guys. So whatever you do and however you dress and however you cut your hair, it doesn't matter to me. Are you comfortable? Are you happy? Then do it. That's all I ask. Just do that. Just be you, your authentic self of what you want to be. Wild and crazy? Cool. You want to be stuck in the 80s? Cool. It doesn't matter. You want to move on in the 20th century? We can rock on with that too. It doesn't matter. I listen to all genres of music. I love all kinds of different movies. I'm not a heavy metalist, though. I haven't got into that part. I haven't got into that yet. So, but there is people that, they like that. Me, I am more down to earth. I am quiet. I do a lot of meditation. My energies throughout my lifetime, I don't have a big circle of friends outside of the world, because there's not many people can understand when I get to talking like this that want to listen out there, because they'd much rather run to the bar room, crank up the music where they can't hear anything, and drown out their sorrows and just drown out the sounds that they have playing in their own head. When if they stop for a second and listen to those voices in their own head, they'd be able to get a clearer focus on saying, hey, you don't need to be here. You don't need to be here. Don't put that in my body. But, you're not listening. So sometimes you need to kind of reevaluate. And then that's why, with the Zig Ziglar course, it's every 6 months. Do a little reevaluation. Are you on track with where you said you was wanting to go? The goals that you set set for yourself for 90 days. Or, what are you moving towards with your training? Did you say you wanted to do something else with your spiritual side of life? What are you doing to do, moving towards that? If you're look back in that 6 months, it's like, well, I really ain't done much. Then what habits do you need to start shifting to start giving yourself the time to say, you know what, I'm going to do this. If I want a different result in life, then you might have to start shifting some habits to get a different result, So, and if some of those things that you're doing is not working, then reevaluate it, saying, hey, I've had this ad out for a while and the story ad, and it's just not doing something right now. Then reevaluate the story ad. Is it the picture? Is it something within the story? What is it? So then what do you may need to do? You may need to step out of that comfort zone and do a damn video. Get your face out there, because people likes real. I promise you. I get more hits on the videos than I do on my picture posts. Well, puppies get more than I do. That's sad, right? I put the puppy pictures out there and they get more hits than any of my shit. And it's like crazy. It's like, okay. And then guess what? All the puppies that we've had, that we've been fostering, the 4 puppies since Eyeballs closed, they all now new homes. So we've got them till next Friday, and then they'll have new homes. So we did our part, and we raised some puppies from a mother that had passed. And so now we was able to take the puppies, and now they can go to new loving homes. So love that. So guys, I'm going to pass this off to Mr. Ryan right now. He stepped in with us to do his books. He brings something new every time from something that he is reading. He brings it every day. And these are things that we do with the books. So pay attention to the author and the book, and then that way you can grab a little knowledge and go purchase the books, go to Amazon, or things like that. Become an affiliate for Amazon and get the books. Who make money off your own books? Thought of that, right? All right. Go ahead, Brother Ryan.
Awesome, Thomas. Thank you very much. Morning, everybody. Once again, Voice of Knowledge by John Miguel. Hearing a lot of this book here in the next little while. So, in my story, you're a secondary character who is my creation. I interact with you. You project what you want me to believe about you, and I modify it depending on what I believe. Now I am sure that you are what I believe you are. I might even say I know you, when the truth is I don't know you at all. I only know the story I create about you. And it took some time for me to understand that I only know the story I create about myself. For years I thought I knew myself until I discovered that it was not the truth. I only knew what I believed about myself. Then I discovered what I am not, what I believe I am. And it was very interesting and also very frightening when I discovered that I really don't know anybody, and they don't know me either. The truth is that we only know what we know, and the only thing we really know is our story. But how many times have you heard people say, I know my children very well. They would never do something like that. You think that you really know your children? You think that you really know your partner? Well, you are probably certain that your partner doesn't know you. You may be certain that nobody really knows you. but do you really know yourself? Do you really know anybody? It was pretty powerful to me, so hope everyone got a little something out of that.
You never know the miles that somebody has walked in those shoes. We had somebody come out to the house yesterday. Carol was wanting a pool, so we had a pool guy come out yesterday. So I'm sitting there talking with him, and, you know, when we're finishing up, and he was like, he said, I could probably learn something from you. And he said, you probably learn something from me. He said, if we stop learning, we're dying. This kid's about 28 years of age. I said, never lose that attitude, son. Never lose those words you just said to me right there. I said, because no matter what, you will always be learning and evolving and shifting your life into new energies. I said, if you stop learning and get into a stalemate of complacency, I said, then you will always be in that lack of in life. So move yourself to the higher powers. Always know you're learning, always moving and shaking. So, all right, Brother Julio, what you got for us?
It actually coincides. It's kind of great that it always works out that way, isn't it, Thomas? Where things kind of jump, or they piggyback off, or they just kind of flow in from one topic to another. What exactly Ryan was reading about. And I messaged Ryan before we jumped on, guys, and it had nothing to do with this. He can tell you. We were talking about something else. I wanted to speak about, we're always talking about self-development, self-assessment, you know, examining thyself. We can't expect for our business partners, for the people around us, friends, family, you know, to dig down deep within ourselves, within us. We can't expect somebody else to do that. That's our job. You know, in order to become the best version of ourselves, we have to dig down deep within ourselves. I can't expect Thomas to do the heavy lifting in my life. You know, I can't expect JJ, you know, to make sense of the stuff that I have going on in my day to day. You know, I can't expect anybody. You know, we're co-creators in who we are and who we're becoming on a daily basis. Thomas, you were talking about, you know, your family gathering, and we had to do a little shifting, did we not? It was a slight, because you were already on point, but the doubting Thomas aspect comes in. We're human, so we all experience our emotions. We experience those things. So Thomas was refreshing himself what he knows to be true from the doubt and from all of that. Well, we were speaking about, you know, positivity and saying things are going to happen good, not things are going to happen bad. What is that? We've spoken about it, you know, and I've said that in a number of ways, but I worded it in this way: practice the spirit of expectancy. So if you expect to have a bad time or have confrontation with family and friends and whoever, then that's what's going to happen, because that's what you're expecting, you know. But if you expect to have a great time, if you expect to live your life out great, if you expect to succeed, if you expect to, you know, to step into something greater, if you expect to be blessed, then that's what you'll be blessed with. But if you walk into, you know, if I go and I pay this big amount of money, $1,000 ticket to go to this conference, you know, and I'm going to whatever, and I don't have an expectancy, you know, of it being a great an event, then I'm going to go and go, yeah, the event was such and such, or it was all right, or it was this. No, I'm going to go there expecting to be pumped. I'm going to go there expecting to be fired up, expecting to gain tools, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that I don't have because I don't know it all. I'm going to go with an expectancy. You know, when I go to church, I expect God to overwhelm me. I expect him to speak to me. I expect him to shower me with his love, with his presence. I expect the Holy Spirit to speak to me about my life and what's going on. You know, we're co-creators in this. So are you willing yourself on a daily basis to expect something great out of yourself? That will aspect is where the heavy lifting comes into play. That will aspect is where you putting in work for yourself comes into play. Nobody can make sense of this but you. Nobody can. It's up to you, the individual. It's up to you, the listener. It's up to you watching this right now to say, all right, I'm going to grab a pen and a paper, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to break this down. Whatever the situation is, it doesn't matter, whether it be your finances, your business, your relationship. If you consider yourself to be a great dad, a bad dad, then why don't you say, what have I done with my time in the last month? And you go, okay, well, let me write down, I've done this, this, and this, and this, and this. Well, how much time did you spend with your kids? Oh, it's up to you. You created that. You're responsible for that. You're in charge of that. Do you will yourself to do something great? Or are you just going about life like, you know, sometimes I'm surprised by, and I guess I shouldn't, because we've never lived this day before. And we're making this up as we go along. You know, we're trying to make sense of our lives as we go along. But I've had conversations with adults, and sometimes I'm surprised. And I guess it has to do maybe with my expectancy that somebody is wiser, or they, you know, because of their life, they know something that I don't know, you know. But there's a lot of adults that I've encountered that are older than me, and they're poking at me, and they're like, well, you seem to have the answers, Julio, you know. And I tell them this practice of what I'm telling you all this morning. I just examine myself, because them expressing themselves to me and poking to me is like, look, Julio, I don't have this all together, man. I don't know what to do. My life is a mess right now. Or you know, they're coming to me with a number of different things, you know. And I go, okay, well, have you examined yourself? Have you broken yourself down? Have you realized things that you need to change? Have you realized aspects you need to grow? Have you you know, taken the time to examine where you need to instill some discipline within yourself? You know, it's across the board. You could apply this to so many different aspects of life, but we're figuring this out as we go along. But it's important to pay attention to the details in your life. It's important to pay attention to the details that are going to change you, your habits. You know, if you want to find out where a man or a woman's heart is, check their bank account. You know, a person puts their money where their mouth is, because their heart's in it also. You know, and where you put your money that's your time, your talent, your treasure, your effort. You know, that's how we gain an income in our society, is it not? You know, a lot of us, we go to work every day because we need things, yes. But outside of our needs, that's how we gain. You know, you can find out where a person's heart is by where their bank account is. You know, hey, I'm really fat. Well, how many times did you go to McDonald's in the last month, brother? You know, how many times have you went to the gym the last month? Whatever the case is. And you can take this and apply it to whatever your situation is, but you have to create something great within yourself. Nobody's going to do the heavy lifting. Nobody's going to go ahead and do those things that you need to get done, you know, that you know need to get done within this. Nobody's going to do it for you. It's up to you. You know, we are creators of our own universe. We are creators of our own world. If you expect to have a shitty day, you expect to have a crappy life, then that's what you're going to have. But if you go, I don't like the way my life has been, but today is a new day. And I'm going to say, okay, you know what? Yesterday is yesterday. All of that stuff doesn't matter. Today is today. So I'm going to take today and I'm going to see what I can do to put my best foot forward no matter what. I'm going to see what I could do today. You know, that book that's been sitting there with all the dust on it, pick it up and read it today, baby. You know, digest some information in here so you can have a different outlook, a different perspective on life. You know? That podcast that somebody sent you, that video, that YouTube video, inspiration, whatever the case is, that morning Zoom, you know, that subscription to the Thomas Lee Warden morning motivation, whatever the case is, that somebody sent you, listen to it, man. Listen to it. You might actually gain something from it. You might get a large nugget that you never had before, and it'll change your entire world. Just like that. You go, you know, I don't have it all together, but today I gained something that I didn't have yesterday. And I'm using this tool that I gained to break everything down, to instill some discipline, to change my life. Your pen, it's a tool. I used this highlighter the other day to examine something and break it down. But this is a tool. You use this tool and this tool right here to break down who you are. And then you look at it and you go, oh, well, now I have a map. Now I have a plan. Now I see what hasn't been working. Now let's explore some ideas so how I can get this thing working. If you believe you can't, you're right. You can't. But if you believe you can, you're also right, because you can.
Hot freaking power right there. If y'all didn't grab some freaking energy off of that, just check your pulse.
Love you guys, man.
Check your pulse, guys. Come on. Are y'all all awake and alive today? Huh? Are you kicking like he's saying? So what do you want? You want something different? Then what actions are you taking to move yourself in that different direction? Period. There's a lot of times I come in here and I'm a little hard ass on it. Yes. Why? Because I expect everybody to want more within themselves. So when you're coming to me with that, oh, I got the lack of this, or I like that. Okay, what do you want? Where do you want? What's going to make you happy? Then let's move your energy towards going towards that, period. That's what I want. I want everybody to desire more within life. I want everybody to take those daydreams that you had way back when and start bringing them to reality now. Because if you thought about them then, they're good energies. They're still sitting there, they're waiting, and it was something that made you happy then. Is this still something that you still want to do? Then no, then let's get rid of that one. All right, let's move to something new then. What do you truly want to do? Because your life will shift as your physical body shifts. As we get older within the life, your dreams may shift just a little bit. You don't want to go skydiving anymore. I'm getting a little old for that. My legs aren't going to be able to handle the landing, whatever it is. But truly, no matter what, Julio said it a while ago, we're all shifting our energies. People are all asking for something more. We have people from 17 years of age coming in here saying, you know what? I don't want to live the life my father did. I want something different. How can I have a different energy? How can I be a better person? From 17 all the way past 75. We have that age group, that realm from all over the world in here, in our community, that is shifting their energies all by their thought processes first, all by breaking them down like we keep saying. Jim put out a good PDF yesterday. This put a line down the middle, and talks about, bad things on one side and, passions and love, what makes you happy on the other side. What outweighs, because the negativity you have within your mind, and then you start shifting it to more positive. What would be the better outcome to the situation? What would make me more happy? Write it down. What would make me more happy if I was able to get rid of this out of my life? What would make me a better person if I could shift my energies and not have this situation going on in my life anymore? So we're not asking you to do a 365-degree shift within your life all in one day, because this is a 365-day page. This meeting right here is on every day, and we will stair step, like Ryan is saying right there. We are going to stair step each day to shift our energies, because we all know it is a daily practice. This is not something that you're going to come in and juice for 30 to 90 days and go on about, oh, I'm not doing it anymore. If you want to shift your energies in your life, do this for 365 days. Tell yourself I love you for 365 days. Look at the better outcome of every situation instead of the negative, not that split second, negative reaction when something happens. Right then, our bodies and our mind go straight to negativity on a situation. Now stop. Take a deep breath, look at the situation, evaluate the area, see what's going on, and then look at say what would be the better outcome that's going to make me happy within the situation. Not everybody around you. What is going to make you happy? Because you have to put your oxygen mask on first in any situation on an airplane, correct? So I'm telling you to put your oxygen mask on today. Take a deep breath, and then you can know before you can get your cup overflowed, you got to fill yours up first. Then you're able to pour your love out. You're able to pour your energy out. You're able to pour some knowledge out. You're able to be able to give words at the right moment to somebody who is needing it, and you may not even know that you spoke the right words for that person to shift their life. You never even know it. There's many things that we're here to walk on this earth to help our brother and sister along the way, along this journey, and there's words and kindness that we give out every day that you may not even know shifted someone's life, period. But with the morning motivation, I like it because people can leave comments and chats, and people can go to the Thomas Lee Warden YouTube channel and they can leave the comments in there on what it is doing, on how it's shifting their life as well. people are watching the videos, guys. And I want to thank y'all once again for sharing your time this morning with us. So I'm going to open up the platform one more time before we wrap this up with Miss Shannon. Has anybody else got anything that they want to bring to the table this morning? Just raise your hand. All right. Nobody on team wants to talk? Cool deal. Miss Shannon, we're going to send this over to you and wrap us up with the affirmation.
Good morning, everybody. I deserve to be happy, healthy, and successful. I'm good with who I am. I'm proud of who I'm becoming. I'm committing myself to have a happy life. I am creating the life I deserve to live. I don't need to live in a way that will impress others. I need to live my life in a way that will keep me happy. I'm going to accomplish all of my dreams. I'm going to think, speak, and work them into existence. I am a radiant and joyous person. Every day, in every way, I am getting happier and happier. I am worthy of feeling happy all day, every day.
Thank you, everybody, for coming out today. Thank you for spending your time with us. Love and appreciate all of y'all. We will see y'all tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. We are here 7 days a week to give out this energy. Saturdays and Sundays, we talk more about our products and services and the things that we're doing on how we have shifted our life with different things that we're doing. So come and join us tomorrow just as well. Love and appreciate you all, guys. Have a good day.
Thanks, guys.
Have a great day, kids. Love ya.
Have a blessed day, everyone. Enjoy. Create.